these damn things out. So yeah, I get this question asked all the time. Do you, Letitia, do you work on Saturdays? Hey, Ray of Sunshine, what's up? And those of y'all who want to come on and ask any business related question, please let me know. What I'm doing right now, today's Saturday morning, and Saturdays are my catch up day. Okay? Thank you, love. Oh, I received that. And thank you so much, Ray, for that inbox message you sent me this morning. I love getting messages from my clients, and when they're telling me, you know, how many breakthroughs they're getting, you know, that means so much to me. And which brought me to wanting to do this video in the first place. And I'm about to do a training with my Sales Success Academy clients inside of our group. And I'm going to be talking about how to create passive and active clients and customers. So whether you are a coach, service provider, or network marketer, you should be creating passive and active customers and clients. And you can do it even if you're selling products as well. Passive and active clients are not just for digital content creators like myself. It's for anyone also who also has a product as well. You know, even Bulletproof proved that, how they created passive income, all because, and that's a product, and it's off of Bulletproof Coffee, right? Hey, Darlene. Hey, Shoshana. Hey, Trees. Trees, if you could put my site in the comments, please do so. So, thank you, sis. So, what I'm working on right now is I'm playing catch up. I'm playing catch up because even taking off one day in your business can actually hold you back for a week. Do y'all believe that? Even taking off one day in your business, yes, it can hold you back for a week, especially if you want to launch big in 2020, right? So all these other coaches and gurus out here who are telling you, hold on one second, guys, I have to download this video. All these coaches and gurus out there who are telling you, oh, create that limitless brand and time freedom and all that stuff. If you are starting off in your business, I'm talking about those of you who've been in business actively, not like starting and stopping. If you've been in business actively for under 5 years, you're still a baby, right? I still consider myself a baby. I've been building my business online for almost 10 years, but I wasn't active until 2017. January 2017, when I decided I wanted to leave my job. I left my job in August 11th of 2017. From then on, I remained active. So when you really think about it, it's 3 years, right? Even though I've been marketing online for almost 10 years, I only remained active in the past 3-4 years, right? So, still a baby. Somebody put in the comments, if you are being active in your business and you still have not hit that 5+ year mark, say in the comments, I'm a baby. And there's nothing wrong with being a baby. Being a baby, you could be the most creative. Being a baby, you're a sponge. You're just taking in information and then you're executing. You're taking in more information and you're executing. You're starting to walk and then you fall on your face and you get back up and walk again. I love the quote that Denzel Washington said. When he said, you fall 9 times, you get up 10. Right? Let's get to work. Whenever I listen to that speech, and those of you who are in SSA, I'll put that in the group chat later on. Therese, remind me, in case I forget, love. I love that because that lets me know that I will fall on my face today. I will fall on my face today, but guess what? I'm going to get back up and get back up and get back up. Y'all all know my whole mentality when it comes to getting out there and fighting that good fight on these internet streets. I grew up back in the day when if a girl up the street messed with you, I grew up back in the day when my mother pulled me upside in the house and said, listen, if you don't whoop her ass, when you get back in this house, I'm whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? So when we say in New York, you can get it, it don't matter if you could beat us. You could be 300 pounds heavier than me. But I'm going to give you the best I got, honey. It's not about win or losing. It's getting out there and fighting again. It's just like on Friday. What's that gentleman said that just passed away? He's a comedian, just passed away. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot his name. Godfather of comedy. He just passed away a couple of months ago. And he said on Friday, when was it? Ice Cube took a gun out of his dresser, and he said, "What are you gonna do with that gun, boy? What are you gonna do with that gun? You know what you need to fight with? You need to fight with this. Because whether win or lose, you still live to fight another day." Okay? So some of y'all, all y'all gotta do is fight with this. All y'all gotta do is fight with this. All y'all gotta do is fight with this. Most of y'all, all y'all gotta do is fight with this. Right? And you still live. As long as you do that, you live to fight another day. Don't look at the fact that you have tons of people who do what you do, that got an awesome website, or that are doing events, or that are doing whatever. You still, God has equipped us all with enough to dominate. So listen, everybody. It's so important. So somebody asked me a while back, and hold on, y'all, I just got to upload this video for one of my clients. I had a strategy session with my client, Jean. She's a private client of mine. And just so y'all know, I have a program called the Sales Success Academy. It originally, I'm going to show you a crazy story. Y'all going to go crazy with this story. The Sales Success Academy program was originally a 6-week program. Allegedly. It was a 6-week program for many, many years. Long time, right? And the other day, well, this current cycle, I upped it to a 12-week program. But the other day, let me tell y'all about the burning bush. Y'all think that Moses had one burning bush, but Moses had many burning bushes, y'all. Okay? I have burning bushes practically every day. But God, somebody said God. Somebody said God while I upload this video real quick. But God gave me a number the other day, honey.
Chat, what? Where you here for?
Hold on one second.
Sorry, where you?
He gave me a number the other day, y'all. God do be dropping numbers, y'all. Y'all be think God be dropping messages. God be dropping signs. And God be dropping numbers. He be dropping them digits. So some of y'all need to stop praying for a miracle. You need to be praying right now. God, just drop me this digit real quick. The digit can be a dollar amount. The digit can be more time. The digit can be, your cholesterol. I mean, it could be, God, just drop me this digit real quick. Okay? Yes, John Witherspoon. Yes. Thank you, Ray. So he dropped me digit number 4, right? So I'm sitting here. I'm like, oh, God, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? And I was on a call with another individual, and, we were talking about what we want to put into our, to my SSA and all this new stuff, assets, funnels, all that stuff. And it's not a funnel-based program. It's a program that's going to get you to be a marketer, whether you're a coach, consultant, or service provider. That's what SSA is all about. So now, somebody type in now. And let me move this down, y'all. I ain't got no makeup on today, but this e.l.f. lipstick. All right. So I just recently made my SSA program a now 16-week program. 4-month program. Because somebody say 12 weeks ain't enough. It's not enough. Right? Somebody once told me, and I use somebody just nicely, it takes 90 days to make a habit. Right? That's true. Yeah, you can look up that up on Google and, look that up anywhere. Yeah, of course. I get it. It takes 90 days to make a habit. But to execute that habit, somebody type in execute. To execute that habit, it actually takes 120 days. Because you can formulate a habit. You can say, you know what? I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to wake up at this time. This is going to be my strategy for my business. But to actually execute that habit, you're going to need, like what God brought to my attention. He said they're going to need 4 more weeks. They're going to need 4 more weeks. Because at 12 weeks, my daughter, I told y'all how God talks to me. He's like, 12 weeks, my daughter. Right? They're going to get the plan, but they ain't going to do nothing with it. At 12 weeks, they may get the idea, the breakthrough of the epiphany, but they're not going to move the way I want them to move. So I need you to spend more time with them. I need you to spend more time with them. Right? And this is what is going to rock you off your seat right now. He said, I want you to spend more time with them and not charge them an extra penny either. What? You said, God, I keep saying yes, because I'm gonna cover you on the back end. Okay. Now listen. There be people out there in the world talking about, oh, I'm gonna hook you up on the back end. I've been dealing with that for two years with somebody. I'm gonna hook you up, hook you up, hook it up. I'm gonna hook you up on the back. Listen. You do what I tell you to do. See, we listen to what man say, but I'm listening to what God say. Because when God say He got you, He not only got you, He's gonna carry you and run your cup over. Amen. You know, so I was like, God, I got you. I'm so obedient, y'all, in this season. I don't care if I show up with my bra on. If God told me to show up with my bra on and give y'all a message, I know that he has got a message that's going to come out of my mouth that's going to help at least one person. Because that one person is going to turn to 10, that 10 is going to turn to 100, and that 100 is going to turn to 1,000. Right? The process of the godly multiplication. I love the way God multiplies, not the way man multiplies. Because man multiplication is just a bunch of promises and empty commitments, right? But God multiplication will sit there and multiply so much that while you sitting on a toilet, listening to a client give you a message and saying, Coach, you are so obedient to God, you just like Jesus, Lord. That's God multiplication. Y'all need to just be obedient, y'all. I'm going to tell you something. It's not hard to be obedient. Right? It's not hard to be obedient. Just the other day, I'm sitting at the gym. Right? Sitting at the gym, and I'm a new member of Crunch Gym. Hashtag Crunch Gym Rochdale, right? And y'all know I've been a part of many gyms. I've been a part of Blink. I've been a part of so many gyms. But Crunch just came into my neighborhood. I signed up. You know, I signed up to get a trainer, and I asked them how much it was going to cost. It was like, well, it's going to be this much every week. I'm like, oh my God. You know? I was like, ooh. But God said, you better, daughter, you can't do this by yourself. You can't do this by yourself. You think you're just going to go bang down that treadmill every day, and you think you're going to lose all this 4 kids worth of fat. Okay? It's not going to happen. Are y'all getting me so far? We think we supposed to do this by ourselves, and I'm telling you, it's impossible. It's impossible. So getting back to what I was trying to say to you guys, like, people ask me all the time, do you work on Saturdays? Do you work on Saturdays in your business? Yes, I do. And I'm telling you guys why. Because if you don't have Saturdays to where you're spending 4 to 8 hours just focusing on your business, you're going to be weeks, if not months behind. If you spend the next 7 Saturdays, God gave me the number 7. If you spend the next 7 Saturdays spending from 4 to 8 hours on your business, I promise you, it's going to change the revenue of your business in 2020. Just spend the next 7. Just spend the next 7. You hear what I'm saying? Because you need that. Like, Saturday for me is my catch-up day because, you know, I always tell you guys, if it ain't something, it's something else. I went through something personal, took me off my rocker a little bit, still going through it right now. And now I'm sitting here and playing catch-up. And it feels so good to play catch-up. We always think that, playing catch-up, we're so overwhelmed. There's so much stuff on our list and things like that. But playing catch-up is the most best thing because you get the most clarity on the weekend. Right? And don't listen to these coaches and so-called gurus that tell you, I only spend a couple of hours a day on my business, and what I do is I do Facebook ads and automation and all this other stuff. You have to do Facebook ads and automations still coinciding with you busting your behind and working super duper hard every day still. Because them real coaches and gurus are not telling you that they're borrowing money from so-and-so. They're not telling you that they're doing events and getting this amazing, beautiful Airbnbs and got empty rooms in the Airbnbs. They're not telling you how they're jipping and dodging and sideshowing clients. I sent an email out to somebody this morning who was supposed to do some work for me in my business. And I said, you know what? In the subject line of that email, I said, I release you. I swear I did this. I said, I release you because you can keep my money, right? You could keep that botched down garbage of a so-called website that you called yourself making for me. You can keep that because you know what? My Bible, my word says, not your little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 agreements. My Bible says, don't mess with my anointed. You just mess with his anointed. So you go over there and you keep that, niece. You keep it. You know what I'm saying? You keep it. And if you want to do right by me, like Color Purple, you would do what you're supposed to do and make sure that you fulfill your obligations, which I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't because you're not that woman. You're not that little girl. I know you won't, but I'm going to still release you. Because I'm not going to spend another day, another hour, another minute with your ashy ankle self. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to talk about you though. Okay? I am going to throw my shade and I'm going to throw my tea because let me tell you something. That's who I am. But please know, niece, that you mess with God's anointed. So a lot of these things, I want y'all from this point forward to release some people. Just release them. You can still talk to them. You can still say good morning to them. It doesn't cost nothing to say good morning. I was talking to this lady at the gym yesterday. And, we walk in the gym and we're going to the locker room in the gym and we say good morning. Some people don't say good morning. I walk by people every day. I'm like, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Don't say nothing. And me and this lady, we walk in the gym, we saying good morning to each other, and we walk by, other people didn't say good morning, and we was just talking. We was like, listen, it doesn't cost a dime. Just say good morning to people. How many of y'all say good morning to everybody that you pass by? I say good morning. Number one, the reason why I say good morning to people, because I want to let people know I see you. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you try anything funky, I see you. You know what I mean? Like, I see your face. I memorize your license plate number. I do it for my own personal reason, just in case people pop off. I can just, But I also say good morning because I'm a good girl. I grew up back in the day. Whenever I came downstairs, if you didn't say good morning to my father, he would pop you across your face. And that was not child abuse. That's just respecting, you acknowledging people's existence. That was his whole thing. Don't everybody deserves their existence to be acknowledged. And he was the type of father to say that not only acknowledge my existence, you're also going to acknowledge each other's existence. So he didn't care if you was mad, don't care if you were me and my brother and my sister. He didn't give a damn we were mad at each other or we got in an argument or fight the day before. You will walk down them steps because our rooms were upstairs and we had to walk downstairs. He said you will walk down these steps and say good morning to each other or else you're going to catch these hands. Right? Thank you, Jade. And you didn't want to catch my father's hands, honey, because he was a mechanic, honey. So he had them hard mechanic hands, okay? So we must sure did. You say it right? Yes. Well, my dad's from the South. My mother's Dominican. She would grab a switch. My mother was not going to use. My mother used to have these long nails. She still does. Long, pretty, hard nails. Pure, beautiful. It were her nails. And she was not going to break her nail whooping us down. We had them switch trees. Y'all know what them switch trees were? I cannot even walk or drive by a switch tree without having a switch tree flashback. Y'all know the switch trees with the leaves on it? And then they take the switch off and they take the leaves off and whoop you with it. And don't let you get whipped in a shower or your mama soak them switches before she put them on you, honey. Okay, because that switch tree kept me off that pole. Okay, that switch tree kept me from... these kids nowadays, they be cussing. Me and my kids, I was walking my kids from school just yesterday. And these little high school boys wet behind the ears out there talking about F this. And they wasn't talking to us because, I will touch somebody else's child in a second. They're going to come at me that way, But anyway, I'm like, and my son, my oldest son, he's 12 years old. He was like, Mommy, they got nasty mouths. I was like, you know what, Rory? You just got to stay away from people like that because they don't respect themselves. Anybody who talks like that doesn't respect them. If that's your only form of communicating is to cuss all the time. Because reading and cussing is different. Y'all know that, right? I'm a reader. I read somebody down for filth and not say one curse word at all. Okay? I had an Uncle Gerald that made grown men cry. Okay? Grown men. Because he was a doctor reader. You know, Dr. Ray was on here. She got her doctor's degree. My uncle was a doctor reader. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was Dr. Reed. You know what I mean? Uncle Gerald. You know what I mean? So, that's different than cussing somebody out. If you have to curse somebody out to read them, you ain't a reader. Okay? You just a person like to just cuss all day. You know? But like I was saying, yeah, I work on Saturdays. Saturdays for me are my catch-up days. They're my time of days where a lot of times what I do on Saturdays, too, is I look at my list of to-dos. Like, let me show y'all real quick. I want to show y'all in a moment. Hold on, let me send this video to my client, because every time I have a strategy session, I send my clients. Oh, thank you, Ray. Ray, I got your message. I'm gonna respond right back. Hold on one second. You know, if I don't do something in the moment. Yeah, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so a lot of times, and this is this week's to-do list. So, Monday, December 2nd to today. This is my planner. Y'all see that? This is everything that I did from the beginning of the week, and this is the end of the week. I have catch up because what's today? Today is Saturday. So Thursday I had a little bit of personal issues, so I didn't really get everything done. So I'm catching up on Saturday. But that's my list. So what I do, sometimes I sit here and I look back at the day before, whatever, or 2 days before, and I look back and I say, okay, what don't I have to do this to close out this week? Because you got to close out this week. You got to close out every week, making sure that you got a healthy amount of things done. And I cross some stuff off. Like, I'd be like, you know what? I could push this back next week and focus on getting these 5 things done to close out. So the planner that I have, great question. Yeah. The planner that I have, I got this planner on Amazon. Child, this planner, as a matter of fact, I'm going to look up the price, how much I paid for it. The way my fiscal year goes is from my fiscal year in my business. And you guys can make any fiscal year. It's not, your fiscal year is not determined upon, well, for me, is not for me, is tax purposes is different. But my fiscal year is just determined upon what day or month that I chose. Like for me, my fiscal year is from July to June. So this planner started July 2019 and it ends in June 2020. I don't do January to December. I just feel kind of funky about starting my year like that. I feel funky starting my year in a slow season. That's just me. Y'all can do whatever it is that y'all want. That's just me. That's just how my brain works. And I'm from, working in retail management years ago in corporate sales. That's just how our brains work. They always worked from the mid-year to the mid-year, not the beginning of the year to the end of the year. I'm just trying to find how much this planner was. I'm going into my Amazon account and looking at, yeah. Hold on one second, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, it's called the Blue Sky. It's called the Blue Sky Planner. I got it for Amazon, girl. It's only $16.24 now. And if you order it now, you get it by tomorrow. Yeah, reading is fundamental. Yeah, Teresa's a reader, honey. Girl, there are somehow allowed to wear Daisy Dukes and girl, these yes, Jade. I saw this little girl coming from the high school up the street from my house. She had blonde hair. I'm like, listen, I think if you are under 18, you don't need to be walking around here with no blonde hair. I'm sorry, that's just me. I'm all for letting the children express themselves, but you don't know what these men's intentions are. I remember when I was in high school, and I don't want to say this person's name, but when I was in high school, there was a security guard in the school. And now, what I grew up on Long Island, so on Long Island it was a little bit different. The people you went to elementary school with are the same people that you graduated with in high school. When I moved out to the city, which I live in Queens now, it's different. Like every year, if you went to elementary school and then you go to middle school, it's different kids depending on your zone, right? Anyway, so this security guard known me since I was a freaking baby. Like I was in pre-K. So when I graduated high school, he kept coming by. When I graduated, I'm talking about I started college right now. He would come by my house all the time trying to get with me. And I'd be like, excuse me? What are you doing? And I said, let me tell you something. If you come over here one more time, my father's going to get on you. And by then, at that time, my father was sick. You know, he passed away, you know, right when I think it was like, no, my father passed away when in the summer or before I went to college. And I said, my father's going to get you. And it don't matter if my father was sick around then, he would have still buried that man. I mean, bad. You know what I mean? My father was crazy. So he never came by. But the point that I'm trying to make is that I felt I lost all respect for that man. Because I'm like, wait a second. You know me when I was a little girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, what were you thinking? You know what I mean? When I was like in pre-K all the way up. Y'all feel me? I can't see you guys' comments. I'm sorry. But are y'all feeling me now? Like, it messed me up in my head for, you know me, from elementary, pre-K to high school. And now I graduated. And you try to, no, I did not like that. That messed me up mentally. And I'm going to say this person's name, but it just like, oh my God, I'm never going to see this person again. He did not deserve respect. Oh no, I lost all respect for him, Ray. That was it. Because I feel like, I don't know, y'all have to grow up in my neighborhood to understand. Like all the elders in my neighborhood, my old neighborhood, they watch over us. They see us as their children. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the people who were teachers or assistants in the schools that I went through, they're like brothers and sisters to me now. You know, it's no attraction at all because I grew up never as Letitia. I grew up as Melvin's daughter or Melvin's sister because my brother's name was Melvin too. So it took, I remember when I started college, that's when people knew my name was Letitia because nobody called me Letitia in my neighborhood. Because out of respect of my father and my brother, and also respect to know that you ain't gonna mess with us because you're just not messing with me, you're messing with, you know, the whole unit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was very like you just don't do that. Y'all gotta understand. Like some people are like, well, what's the big deal if he liked you? Like, no, you don't do that. You just don't go there. So it's like you never know what people's. That's why it's like I'm always like when my kids are walking out the door, they have to be presentable. They have to be covered up, you know, because you don't know what people's intentions are, and that taught me a lesson that you can't really trust people like that. When, you know, because you don't know what they're thinking. You know, you a little girl coming out of high school. You know, you're in what 9th grade, 10th grade, coming out of school with blonde hair. You don't know what people be thinking nowadays. These nasty old, effed up men. You know, and I could, if I had let me tell you something. Honestly, I saved that man's life. Because if I had told my father what he did, okay, I saved that man's life. That man, I don't care if he's watching now, you don't know that you are walking in God's graces. Because if I had told my daddy you would have been 6 feet under now. And I'm not even kidding, y'all. I'm not even kidding. So it's like you don't know people's intentions nowadays when with these children. You know, you don't know. That's why my kids don't go anywhere by themselves. Right? I will always pick up my kids from school and drop them off. I don't care if they're in college. You don't know people's intentions. I'm weird now. Around men around my sons and my daughters. It's not just the girls we gotta look after. You don't know people. You know, people just. I don't even want to talk about it. That's a whole nother live. I tell girls all the time. Perception is intent. Absolutely, it's the intentions. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what people are thinking in their heads, what they're watching at night, what they're looking at on their phones. Okay, what they're looking at in their incognito part of their phone, because there is an incognito part of all of our phones and all of our computers where it won't show up on your history. You feel what I'm saying? But they're looking at all this nasty, disgusting things, and they could be the nicest people in the world. That's why you got to pray and cover over your children. And this is why I'm always sending out this information regarding this human trafficking to my clients and to everybody, because we as women, we need to become more aware, because it has nothing to do whether we're black, white, purple, green, or whatever. There is some craziness going on in this world now. Like craziness. Like I'm on high alert everywhere I go. I'm not worried about no terrorists or anything. I'm worried about these nasty ass mother effers that be out here doing some crazy, disgusting, vile things. You know. It's the perception part of this whole thing that I'm just focused on. I'm all for kids expressing themselves, but perception for me is everything. And that proves when I told y'all just now about the guy. I graduated high school, and all of a sudden he's swinging by my house, trying to make me be at that time make me be his little girlfriend or whatever he wanted to be. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, what? What? You know me since I was 5, 6, 7 years old. What were you thinking then? Crazy. Crazy. Absolutely, Ray. Mm-hmm. Girl, Darlene, that's right. The R. Kelly tendencies and the way he was acting in front of Gail, that was just all his narcissistic prones coming out. I didn't feel bad for him when he stood up and started crying and acting a damn fool. That's why Gail was like, Robert. She wasn't even having it. What he thought she was gonna get up and that she was gonna get up and give him a hug because he had a little tantrum about what he did. Oh, yes, Ray. You're right about that. She said R. Kelly, as bad as he is not the worst. You're right about that. I mean, there'd be men out here plotting. Okay? We the thing is about the world, and I want to talk about this, I want to build awareness on this. The thing is about pedophiles and these nasty ass men and women out here that be taking these children and all that. They're patient, y'all. They're patient. They will sit there and case your house for months before they actually try to do something. That's why I'm always looking at the cars in my neighborhood. If I see a car that I'm not familiarized with, you know what I'm saying, and I see somebody sitting in that car and they be sitting there for hours on end, my husband would tell you, I call the police. I call the police if you're in front of my house, right? It don't even have to be in front of my house. You could be up my block, sitting in your car for longer than I feel that it's comfortable for you sitting. I will call the police on you. Okay? Because you go to the McDonald's parking lot and sit there and call somebody to do it. I don't care if you lost. Okay, you lost. My bad. I'm just making sure. But people like that, like these people that are just, doing whatever it is they're doing. It's not just the whole Uber and Lyft thing. It's a lot. There are people that will case your house or case your apartment, right? Or case you at your job, that will sit there for months and see what habits you have, or what roads you take to travel, how long it takes you to get home. You know what I'm saying? what times your partner or your kids, I mean, they will sit there and do that for months before they say, okay, today I'm gonna do something. So it's not something that people think that it's just an instant thing. Oh, this person just wakes up and decides. No, these people plan out. This is a $1 billion industry, okay, of sex trafficking, human trafficking. It's billions of dollars being made. Y'all think that is something that a man just or a woman just wakes up in the morning and just gets up and do? No. In my old neighborhood, there used to be people that did that. That would sit there and sit in front of your house and case your house. They'll watch every child in the neighborhood. They know your neighbors more than you know your neighbors. Yeah, put cameras everywhere. Put cameras everywhere. And they're doing that. And so that's why I listen. I'm always looking at people, and people make fun of me. They call me neighborhood watch and all this other stuff. I don't care. If you're in my neighborhood and you just sitting in your car, I don't care if you're on the phone, I don't care if you lost. I'm calling the police on you. Period. I'm gonna do it. No. I'll do it. So it's like, just spread the awareness, guys. If y'all, some people get mad on Facebook when they get a DM of somebody sharing a video, right? Don't do that, guys. Like, you could be reading that video, and it's not, some of these stuff is not chain emails where they just want you to, send this to 10 people and God will bless you. It's more than just that. It could be you spreading awareness. Somebody sent me a video this morning of a white van, where they show how they insulate the van. So when they kidnap somebody and the child or the woman or the boy is screaming in the van, nobody's going to hear it from the outside. You could be walking by the van and you won't hear somebody screaming in the van, right? So somebody sent me that, and I sent that to people just to build awareness. We have to build awareness, Yeah, if you can't send money to an organization to help stop this, but the fact that you're building awareness, you're helping somebody else become consciously aware of their environment. I'm always consciously aware of my environment. When I walk out the door, I send my husband my location. When I get in an Uber, I send my husband and my mom my location. I'm always sending people out my location so that they know where I'm at. And I'm talking to the cab driver. I'm letting him know, nigga, I let him, sorry about that. I let him know, dude, I sees you. Okay. And I was sitting on the phone like, oh, yeah, what's your name? How many kids you got? Where you from? I'm sitting here and I have my phone on record. I had to delete some stuff the other day because am I breaking up, y'all? All right, I'm back. I had to delete some stuff the other day because my phone memory was going by. I'm sitting there like this. Oh, really? Yeah, honey, and I'm Dominican, so we got our blade on our behind. I'm like that. Let me tell you something. I always got my blade on me. I was in Bali, Indonesia, okay, and I told y'all this story. I had my blade on me, and it wasn't nothing big. The requirements in the U.S., I guess, is different when you go overseas. If it's beyond a certain amount of inches, I think mine was like 1 inch over the capacity. That little short Balinese man broke the blade off the base, and going to give me back the base. I said, you might as well keep the base, because the base ain't no good at this point. I'm just going to go back to New York and catch me another blade. Okay, or get one from Alabama, because down there they be hunting deers and all that stuff, so their blades are short. Okay, get you one of them, honey, and put it right there in the pocket of your bra. This part of your bra where where it snaps. Don't put it in the front, because when you doom, and it's gonna fall out. I'm talking about put it in the snap part, because this is like a secure mechanism. You can put your phone in there and it disappears. You see what I'm saying? You don't even see it, and then you puck it down a little bit, You know, you don't see nothing. See, you feel me? And you put that in. It's easy access. Boo. What you say? What you say, mother? What you say? You know what I'm saying? You can put scissors in there, everything. What you say? Mm-hmm. Catch it. Right in the snap part. Put your maces in there. And make sure that the bra that you're wearing is your actual, the bra that can fit you. Okay? So y'all need to go to Victoria's Secrets and get remeasured. To make sure this, because if the snap part is not secured, if it's like bucking over, that is not your size. You got to be remeasured. Okay? So you can secure your stuff, your equipment. My grandmother used to call this the dresser. She's like, baby, just put it in the top drawer. You know? My grandma was from the South, so just put it in the top drawer. You know? And y'all think, oh, it's top. No. The top drawer. This is the dresser. Okay? Only things that when you say the Avery people think that we are referring to. Oh, yes. You're right about that, Ray. Put it in the top drawer, baby. That's all. They can't see it. Ain't nobody gonna check you for the top drawer, honey. Yes, there's a difference between education and sensation. Yep, that's true, Dr. Ray. You haven't heard that in a long time, Darlene. You ever heard the dresser? Girl, my great grandmother, she used to use that term all the time to us. Those of us girls who were starting to develop, she used to say, oh, you get your dresser drawer coming in. You know what I'm saying? Your dresser drawer. Because she was like, you know, oh, grandmother, you know, go to church. So she couldn't say, you know, back in the day, women can say certain terms. So they would make other words references to the actual term. So for body parts, they would use other terminology. So I'm glad I watch y'all back. You know, I've heard it. It's been a while, you know. Oh, Mississippi, yes. Be careful putting your phone in the top drawer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you listen though, Jackie, I'm glad you said that. If your phone has a case, like this here is a waterproof case, you can. But if your phone does not have a case, for y'all big girls like me that be sweating, because I used to have a BlackBerry phone, and I put it in my dresser drawer one time in the summer, and I walked from the bus stop to my house, and when I got to my house, my phone was dead, because then when I went to the store, they said, oh, your phone got water damage. I'm like, what the hell you mean my phone got water damage? It's because all the sweat, you know, all this was perspiring, and it got in my phone, and it watered it. See, but if you have a case on your phone, you got to worry about that. Just get a case and pop it on in the dress. That's why I got the case. So I pop it on in here. I walk out the door, you know what I'm saying? Make sure it's snap. Okay, snap, and we out the door. Right? And then, oh, I got to call 911. Hold on. Hello? 911. Okay? And that's it. Whenever me and my mama go out, we put all of our stuff in the dresser because we don't like to carry purses all the time. Just get you a good old case. That's it. And it is safe and secure. Okay. Also, you have to be careful with the radiation. Yeah, well, you know, that's true too. Yeah. The radiation will get you. It sure will. But there's radiation everywhere, I think, though, Ray. I really do. I think there's radiation when we look at our TVs, our computers. Even doing this live now, I feel like there's radiation coming in. So I don't know. It could be from everywhere. So listen, y'all, I know I got off topic. And sorry, but not sorry. But did I help anybody this morning? I hope I did. I hope I helped someone become more consciously aware of the fact that, yeah, when you're building a business and you're in the early stages of your breakthrough or turning a point in your business, you got to work hard every day. It's not a 1 or 2 day a week. It's not I'm going to work 10 hours a week. You got to work every day. You got to show up consistently. you have to, and this is what I'm going to talk about next week. Next week, I'm going to be starting my brand new series, Offense plus Defense equals Profits. And in that series, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to stay on the offense and the defense in your business, because you need both. You need both. Just doing live streaming is not an income stream. Live streaming is just a way for you to make people aware of what it is that you offer and how you can help them. It helps you to build that know and that like factor. The trust comes from your offense side. You know what I'm saying? It comes from what are you doing on the back end, so get people to trust you and to get to roll out their credit cards for you. So I'm going to be talking about that next week. I'm still working on the content now. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to be going live every morning, probably twice a day, uploading the content for that. There is a radiation everywhere, so be conscious. Absolutely. Toxins all over the place. I need that defense plus. Oh yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be probably a 14-part series. Probably. I have so much content. It's ridiculous. Have to do the replay. I just got from raking leaves. Oh, you was raking them leaves, Jackie. You go ahead, sis. I need my yard raked, honey. Jackie, you raking them leaves, girl? You go ahead, sis. My dad used to make us rake the leaves. We used to hate it. Oh my God, you brought it back, sis. Yes. So listen, y'all. Like I said, we got to have that realistic expectations and knowledge of our business, and knowing that it takes a lot of work to do what we do every day. This is not easy. It's not easy waking up all the time and saying, oh my God, I got to produce content, or I got to make sure I'm keeping people engaged, or I got to make sure that I'm making sure that my clients are doing what they need to do to magnify their brands. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work. I love doing what I do. Love it. I'd rather do this any day than sit at a desk. What's today? Saturday? I'd rather do this all the time, because it's better working for myself than working for a job. You know, we all know that. I'm not going to go into that whole why is it important and why you get out there, and y'all all know that the bells and whistles on that. At the end of the day, it's your level of passion that's going to determine whether or not you want to do this for the long haul or not. You know, that's what it's determined upon, and really focusing on what you need to do now to execute. Right? It's like what Oprah Winfrey said. You know, Oprah Winfrey made a good point years ago, where she said how when she started to get big in her show, how all of a sudden there was all these other shows popping up. You know, when her show started to get big and syndicated, and people knew her by her name, and her name meant a lot, like to get for you to get on her show or your product or whatever, it'd be major for you. See, that's awesome about building a brand, right? Let me school my nieces real quick on building a brand. Building a brand is not about you building yourself up, right? You making yourself so-called unstoppable. It's about the people, anybody linked to your brand, they start to also become higher and higher and higher. You know, it's not about you just, see, a lot of these brand builders, right, they're just a bunch of chickens. You know, they're sitting on the ground, chicken, right? But the real people that are building brands, like Oprah Winfrey, she is like an eagle, like, right? Like when the storm comes, she rises higher, right? And then also there's other eagles flying alongside her. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So brand building has nothing to do with you. It also has to do with your level of influence and your level of reputation. The people around you, or they rising up when they tie their brand into your name. You ever see a bunch of birds flying, and how when one bird, the leader bird, moves, everybody else shifts? It's almost like magical. You know, you watch and you see, and they don't just shift, they all shift at the same time. It's like boop, you know, and they all move, you know. That's what you want to build in your business. Oh, y'all feeling me this morning or this afternoon? Like, that's what you want to, like realty. That's what you want to build in your business. You want to build it to where, yeah, you're leading. Maybe you were the first person that opened your mouth and pulled people's visions out of them, and then you're flying, and as you moving, everybody else shifting over, and y'all still flying. So Oprah Winfrey made a good point years ago. She said, while everybody else was trying to build their shows and build their network around her, basically copy and pasting what she's doing, she didn't worry about them. Right? She didn't bother them, while all her producers and the people who were like, oh my God, Oprah, this new show just came, that new show just came, they're doing this. She didn't focus on that. She said the more you focus on your competitors, the less your vision becomes darker and darker and darker. Right? You're not really focusing on what it is that you're supposed to be doing to make your brand better and make the people around you, amazing people, amazing individuals. Yeah. Oh, y'all can't hear me? Hold on one second, y'all. Oh, I had a good point, and somebody said they can't hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh! Jackie, what did you say? Jackie just said, I want to pin this so bad. Jackie just said, she said the birds take turn being in the lead, so the bird, oh my God. The birds take turns being in the lead. Ooh, shanana. I like that. That is true. You just gave me an epiphany, Jackie, because that is exactly what Alita and Darlene did to me 3 weeks ago at my event. And subconsciously, I was trying to force them not to do it. Alita and Darlene, I want to thank you two ladies, because y'all forced me to allow y'all to take the lead with all the back end stuff that went on in the event. And y'all know what I'm talking about. And I was subconsciously trying to eliminate y'all from doing that, because I wanted to stay in control. And God was telling me, you have to hand this over to them, so that way you can be present and capture every individual at this event and do what it is you're supposed to do. Right? And host the event how he wanted me to host it. But I was so hard trying to take control of the back end and the front end stuff. So that brings me to my next bit of content I'm going to talk about next week. Is that even when you do an event, and obviously every facilitator in the event is positioned as the person of being in the offense. I'm kicking that ball in the goal, right? I'm going for that touchdown. But you have to allow people to be positioned in your defensive side, right? Because you can't do both in all aspects of your business, on certain things in your business. So I thank you, Alita and Darlene, and thank you, Jackie, for giving me that epiphany, that sometimes the birds got to take turns. Coach, you are a Capricorn. Got to release that when you have quality people. That's right! That's my Capricorn side. It sure is. We got to stay in control of time and allow people, and that's a good and bad thing. And I learned that about myself 3 weeks ago. I learned a lot about myself 3 weeks ago on how to release and how to allow people, because God already positioned great women in my life, and allow them to shine and do and help me and do what it is that they're great at doing. Oh, yes, Dr. Ray. That's the right people in the right position makes everything works well. That's true. That is true. That is true, honey. Because, honey, I think I frustrated Therese during that event, honey. She's like, Coach. She texted me. She messaged me. And she's like, Coach, we need this. I got it. And I know Therese wanted to lay some hands on me 3 weeks ago because I wanted to be in control. And I had to relinquish my control to my team. And be okay with it. But Therese, Alita, darling, I ain't gonna do that next time. I learned my lesson. I got my message. I'm gonna be obedient and just be like, keep my mouth shut. That's it. That's all. It's about self-reflection and identifying your flaws and things we all need to improve as entrepreneurs. And that's the awesome part about building a business. And even in that process, it's not easy. It's not easy to relinquish control. Right? It's not easy. People think it is, but it's not. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest emotion in the world to say, y'all can take care of that. And have faith. See, that's where the faith part comes in. And have faith that they're going to actually do what it is that needs to get done. So really, it's not the delegating part of it all. It's having that faith that it's going to get done. Because when shit does not get done, the blame will always be your fault. It won't be their fault. It won't be the team's fault. It won't be the planner's fault. It's always going to be your fault. And that's where the part comes in of it's hard for a lot of people like myself to delegate. Because when it hits the fan, the blame is going to be mine. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right, Darlene. You won't know until you do. And that's the process where the faith comes in. Where having that faith in God that He has aligned me with the most amazing people. I have the best clients in the world. The best clients in the world. I have the most prettiest clients in the world. Can I just say that? I have the most prettiest, beautiful clients in the world. I'm sorry, y'all. All y'all other coaches, I feel bad for y'all because my clients are the baddest in the game, hunty. Okay. Y'all saw our pictures. Okay. Listen. And we're bad even when we're barefaced, honey. The photographer that did our photos, he was like, listen, I didn't have to edit much, Letitia. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, I didn't have to edit. I didn't have to blot out nothing much. I didn't have to edit much. This is the most easy. And my clients will tell you, we got our photos back fast. Not like some people. You know, you do an event with them and you get your photos back a month or two later. You know, he told me. He was like, listen. Listen. He's like, I didn't have to edit much. You know, this was easy, honey. He's like, it wasn't much editing I had to do. You know, sometimes it takes me, you know, we have to charge extra hours for some people, you know, because all the editing. You know, well, my clients, honey, you ain't have to do much. Sorry, y'all, my glasses were a little blotchy. Okay. Yeah, we all nice looking, girl. I'm only telling the truth. I'm not lying, though. See, y'all think I'm being funny. I'm like, real talk, I'm telling the truth, though. I'm just being honest. Because my read is real. UK ready, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, we got the baddest. Hey, Shantae, welcome. Happy to have you here. So listen, y'all, let me get up this live. Let me get to work. I have so much to do. I have to run to the gym. I have to finish this work. But yeah, I work Saturdays. I be at the gym, and my trainer that's training me, she's about to make a men's line. I'm so excited for her. So I'm going to be talking to her today about some stuff with her Instagram and everything. And you never know, like, you meet new people all the time. And oh, another thing, y'all, and this is just some free 99 tea. Wherever you go, you should be branded with your own brand. Are y'all hearing me? Before I move any forward, let me type in me if y'all hear me. This is so important. Out of this whole entire live, this is why you showed up here. Okay? Wherever you go, you should be wearing your own t-shirts that has your brand, your logo, and your website on it, your contact information, your name on Instagram. I mean, wherever you market all the time, your phone number, whatever, right? You should be branded all the time. So when I go to the gym, I go to Crunch Gym, you guys know, they have their t-shirts and stuff like that, and they try to get people to wear their t-shirts while they're working out because they have a new gym, and they're taking like, marketing photos to make the gym more whatever. And they're like, oh, can you wear a shirt? I'm like, no, I'm wearing my shirt. My Success Tour, CamelSuccessNetwork.com shirt. You know what I'm saying? So because I brand myself every day, people come to me and they ask me like what do I do? And for example, my trainer was like, oh, what do you do? Because in my brand name is Camel Success Network. I'm Letitia Campbell, so 2 and 2 goes together. Like, oh, this is your business. Wear your own stuff because you never know. You're meeting somebody face to face. They're seeing you real in person, right? In the middle of the day, going to the gym. Knowing people at work on a Monday in the afternoon, you know what I'm saying? So they're always going to wonder and be curious about what it is that you do. And that's how it stirs up a conversation, and which will happen between her and I. And I told her what I do. Yeah, get them, guys. Go and listen. Y'all all are next to a mall. This is the quickest way. Y'all, if y'all say, oh, I'm going to do that soon, don't go on a Vistaprint and all these other places and stuff like that, because you're going to go on the website, you're going to design a t-shirt, you're going to get off the website, and you're going to forget about doing it, right? Go to your local mall. There's t-shirts booths there. I know some of y'all probably got maybe 2 of them in your mall right now. And just say, hey, here's the picture I want on my shirt. And all of them will say, okay, can you email that picture on your phone to me? You email it to them. And they'll print the shirt right there on the spot. What will going to cost you? $14. You save that receipt, tax write-off. Don't wait. That's it. And I don't care if you got one shirt, honey. You better wear that shirt every day. Wear it every day. I'm about to get a whole suit made, honey. I'm about to be a walking billboard, honey. Now that I go to the gym, I'm going to have my name on my the butt part of my shirt. You know what I'm saying? Because, everybody looking at that. I'm going to have it up here. I'm going to have it on the side. I'm going to have it on the sleeve. I'm going to have it everywhere. Okay? Run me that. That's what we say. That's what we say. Run me that. Okay? Let's have a conversation. Because I mean business. Because guess what? I'm walking with my name on me. Okay. Okay. And you never know. Run me that. They may not say nothing to you the first time, right? And I wear my t-shirt every day. Okay. They may not say nothing the first time, they may not say nothing the second time, but maybe that third time, where they try to figure out, sometimes people try to figure out how to ask you what you do. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're a walking billboard and everything's on your t-shirt and stuff, they still going to be, oh, I'm going to ask her what it is she does. Okay, I'm going to look her up first. Right? So I'm sitting on the treadmill, I'm bouncing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, got my headphones on, my brain is on here, so I'm, and they're like, all right, let me type it in. Like, they're looking, with C-A-F, and then it'd be that boring with the X. Y'all need the long nails to do this. Okay, get you some long nails, honey. Okay. That's it. Walk around with your name on you. Right? All y'all should have a t-shirt. It don't cost nothing but $14, probably $20 to get you a cute little t-shirt. Okay. With your brand name. Don't walk around with nobody else's brand name. I mean, if you're at my event, you gotta wear my t-shirt, But don't walk around here with these streets with nobody else's name other than your name, honey. Okay. I'm reading y'all comments. 1 second. You can't have that on your... Girl, I don't have a male trainer. Y'all know my story with that. I ain't messing. Listen, I'm trying to keep my home a happy home. Yes. All right, y'all. Let me get off this live. This was fun. I love talking to y'all and kikiing with y'all and stuff. But yeah, it's important, guys, that you are out there capturing people every day. And please understand that, when you're first starting out in your business, yes, it's an everyday thing. Yes. And you got to tell the people in your life that. You see, a lot of times people in our personal lives, they don't understand what we do, but we got to make them, obviously it's going to be hard for you to get them to understand, but you got to make them aware of what work you're willing to commit to putting in. So there was a point in time where I sat down with my husband. I said, listen, babe, I have to work my business every day. I have to be, I don't care if I'm on my phone or if I'm in my planner, but I have to work my business every day. And those of y'all who are married, y'all have to say that to your partner to get him to understand. But also understand, too, that you got to give him his time. And Jackie, you told me this, Jackie Buckmeyer, she's on here. You actually mentioned this to me on a call you and I had about 2 years ago. And you said, well, is he getting his time? And I didn't receive that at that moment because I was in like a whole hoopla of a situation, right? But you also got to understand that you got to blot out that time, right, for your hubby and for your children as well, right? That individual time. Because, just like you put in that time, hey, Alita, you put in that time for your business, you got to put in that time for every single thing else. And it's not easy. I get it. It's not easy. It's not easy. But you just got to do it. You got to find a way. You got to find an even medium, right? The F's, y'all, they all go hand. Oh, Alita, do you want to do a training tomorrow night's call on the 4 F's? Oh, I got to get off this live. Listen, I got to get off this live. Why didn't y'all remind me? Let me get off this live because I have to do a special training inside of my SSA group. Y'all, Trees. Y'all didn't cue a sister. This is y'all fault. Y'all didn't cue me. Y'all didn't remind me. I put a message in the group chat. I said, listen, your coach is about to do a live training, a pop-up inside of our group. Nobody said nothing. Nobody. Girl, we just rolling with you wherever. You went live right after you said, I know that, but here's the tea though. I was only supposed to be on here for 10 minutes. I had that squirrel moment. You're right, Darlene. I should have did this after. But when the spirit moves me, I gotta be obedient. Y'all feel me? Don't blame it on me, blame it on the spirit. Because I threw it out there and then the spirit said, okay, before you do that, do this. You know what I'm saying? But nobody reminded me. See, y'all supposed to be what the missionary. Y'all supposed to be like, you know what? Let's tell Coach to cut it. Okay. See, I gotta do your part too. You see, I have to relinquish power. This is funny, guys. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off this live. This was super duper fun. As always, get out there and dominate because it's time to design a life that you deserve, right? Bye, guys.